collective effort. It appears that the staff and the players will get their salaries on time.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you, having seen that collective effort unfold over the past few days?
I have been in the contact with the administrator for more days, and I know how hard they have worked to get everything done, and big respect for the work they have done, and that everyone is paid today is good.
And a huge part of that is fans coming back at the weekend. The atmosphere must have been incredible. You were at training yesterday at Hillsborough, thousands of supporters there, and goodness knows how many in the megastore all day, buying goodness knows what. It's all helped the cause, hasn't it?
Yeah, but this is it's fantastic, but it's our club. It's and we are won again, and I think yesterday was a fantastic day. I think we lost the last game, but it was also a fantastic day to be won again in the stadium. So I think there is a lot of really, really good things, and you can feel this commitment, you can feel this togetherness, you can feel this vibe that is all around where we are going, and yesterday was just another example with so many people in the stadium to see a training, and that people want to buy, they want to have it's fantastic.
Just on this particular subject for now then, how important is it? And I know there's a lot of social media traffic saying, look, sell out the Norwich game. If you want to go and buy your tickets to come and keep this rolling, so that when Norwich City are in town, Hillsborough's full.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and already this support we had in the weekend, the support yesterday, and I think there will be a full house against Norwich. And for all of us, all the players, all staff, all coaches, for everyone, Hillsborough full. It's fantastic, and it support us. Of course, it support us really, really much in a difficult situation to have this big fan group behind us. So we are looking forward now for West Brom game, and then we're also looking really much forward for the Norwich game, of course.
What, sort of in general terms, what are the administrators saying to you about the near future, and maybe what plans you can make for the team, and who might be in the team come the start of January?
They have just told me the work to find the right people to bring in, and there's a big interest, and they try to do the best possible job in the favor of Sheffield Wednesday, and again now with this case we can only have so much focus, do the best we can to make the best possible preparation now for the West Brom game, for how we analyze West Brom, how we prepare West Brom for the game, and how we train before West Brom, and this is here where all my focus. I have a big trust that they will find the right people, the right human, the right investors to bring Sheffield Wednesday to the next step, and much more.
So, on football-related matters then, it didn't go unnoticed, clearly. There were thousands of people there, that Piers Charles was doing some kind of training. Where is he, do you believe, in terms of being potentially playing again for the first team?
It's going really well with him. We're waiting for the next test for him, because before he can start to take the ball over his head, he needs to have a new test with the doctor. But hopefully as soon he has done this, then we can also see him to start to move his hands higher up. So let's see what's happening in the end of November, beginning of December, in this period of time. But let's see.
Let's see. And in terms of anybody else, is everybody else okay that played against Oxford last Saturday?
Everyone are okay, yeah.
And is there any sort of positivity on the other injured players? I appreciate, sadly, some of them are very long term, but are any back in the near future beyond Pierce, clearly?
No. Olaf, he got the problems again after training, so he has a setback of 2, 3, 4 weeks. We're not quite sure how long time it will take. Jalaba will still take some weeks. George will still take 4 or 5 weeks. So no, I don't think we will see some of the guys in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks.
Is the for you managing minutes? Because as a sweeping statement, I suspect these players have probably played 2 or 3 full games more than ordinarily they might have done, if you like. They're playing an awful lot of football.
Yeah, they play a lot, and we try to manage as good as possible, and we will also integrate more and more some of the young guys, so we can keep us fresh now for 3 games: West Brom, then Norwich, and then Southampton away. So, but one thing is sure: when I speak with them and they said we have to manage, I will play. There is a big hunger. They are all so hungry to show what they can and to be together for this club. And so sometimes they are tired, but the heart is so big and the mentality is so strong. So I'm sure we can take 3 more games, and then there'll be a national team break where they will get a deserved rest again, and then we have to go to March.
In terms of recent games, there's been a lot of really strong performances for part of each game. And I know that when you and I spoke after Middlesbrough, we were talking about a kind of 60-minute performance. When you and Rob was talking at the weekend about after Oxford, it was a slow start that got better. How can, within the confines and all the problems and everything else, put together a plan to get longer, to be better for longer within games?
I think we can take it from each individual player as we can take it for the team. When I've seen the players, they can make a good press, they can make a good build-up, they can make a good repress, they can make good recovery run. We can do one thing of all what we need. And this is who we want to be. And then we have to be more conscious about who we don't want to be. And then when we are the team we want to be, but when we come under this line, we cannot accept if somebody don't do the job, the neighbor. Then we need to push, help to bring this player over. Instead of we say +10, -10, this is an average 0. We don't need to wait till we are -5, -6, -7. No, bring your teammates around you, take this responsibility when he's on -1, -2. And it's here we're in the process. We have a lot of individual conversation right now. Who do you want to be and who do you don't want to be? And what are you doing when you are the guy you don't want to be? How quick can you come back again? And then we have to think bigger from the first moment. And maybe a little bit more simple in the beginning, so we come into the game and stay in the game for longer. Because from the running side, we can compete with the opponent. We can also see from defensive stuff, we can compete with the opponent. We have 2 things we still work on, and this is our set pieces still, but it's going to be better and better. And when we are losing the ball. And on this bank account, except when we have built up against medium press, how many chances do we create when the opponents stay in medium press? How many chances do we concede when we have lost the ball in a defensive transition? And this bank account has to be on plus and more than plus. And this is where this stability, we have shown we are strong on the ball, we can be strong, but strong on the ball without a good rest defending is romantic. And we want to be effective. So how we prepare our lust so we get good lust instead of poor lust. It has been the theme this week. And here we have to improve. And if we improve this, then we will also have more situation where we'll keep us on the plus side on the performance and not on the minus side. And then how we bring us always back again so we get this stability through 95 minutes. And we work on this on the individual plan. We also work on this on the team plan. and I'm sure we will grow and improve here.
Given everything, and I say that, trying to bring everything in all at once, as important as it been that the players have bought into that then? Because it could be a situation maybe where they don't, but they have done, haven't they? And that's been reflected in some of the performances to date. But now to squeeze that little bit more out of them until hopefully there is a time when some kind of reinforcement arrives.
The boys, first of all, they have fantastic mentality on the training pitch, in the game. But now it's a new chapter. We don't have to use focus for more. We get our salary at time. We can use all our focus for football. And when we can use all our football, all our capacity, then we can improve on the football side because we have more energy for this. And this is what we have to show the coming weeks, that we can grow slowly in this direction. And with the mentality the players have and what we are doing, I'm sure that we'll improve in the coming weeks to come deeper in the material in the different phases of the game. And now in the moment it's a lot set pieces still, it's a big theme, and especially when we're on the ball. And before we lose the ball, how good are we organized so we can have good lust instead of poor lust.
West Brom, hopefully we'll see some of that in evidence at the weekend. So what kind of challenge do they provide?
Oh, it's a strong team. I'll call it a possession team. They are really strong on the ball, and it's one of the team in the league with most passes per time they have the ball. So it's a game where to win the ball in pressing, you have to invest a lot. And you have to be prepared to have long time without the ball, because they are good to move the ball quick. They are good to keep the ball and then to speed up the game. So one of the challenge will be our triggers for press to get enough players involved in our pressing. And then they have 4 front players. When we are on the ball, we have to keep an eye on. So when we are on the ball, we have to think defensively when we are offensively, because those 4 players are good in the transition. So can we start with those 2 things, then we'll take some good step in this game.
Brilliant. Best of luck. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you so much.
You alright, Henrik? How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good stuff. Yeah, good. I picked a good week to take off last week. At least nothing major happened. Does it feel like weight has been lifted in many ways around Sheffield Wednesday at the moment?
Can you ask in another way?
So does it feel like there is that we would say in English the shackles have been taken off a little bit? Like everybody's a little bit more free. There's more freedom around the place.
Yes. As I said before, I think we all have tried when the head is full. It's difficult to be in the moment because you have thought all the time what I should have done, what we have to do, and I think the capacity is bigger now because less thought about all beside the football and more focus for the football. So I think it's a good description, or good words you're using for this description.
Excellent. And with regards to everything that's happened, Gid's touched on it before as well, but how proud are you to be part of Sheffield Wednesday at the moment, considering the everything that's happened with the fans and the collective mindset of everybody?
I have been proud since day one, but this proudness is, you think you are part of something. Now I have only been here for 2-3 years, but I really feel this proudness because now I have had so many experience, and I cannot compare this with people who have been here for many, many years. But in my time, it has been so difficult, so many difficult periods, but how people stay together and how we have handled the last 7 days, 6-7 days, and how we have shown a togetherness I have never seen before in a club between players, staff, fans, administrator, how all try to work in the right direction, how they're working in the shop, they take extra hours, they work on a day off because they want to support. So also in the shop, it's fantastic. All stay together, and then I can only be proud.
Yeah, I can imagine. Just in terms of the work that's been done, obviously, like you say, there's a little bit more focus on the football now. But how do you keep yourself and the players focused, or how did you keep them focused before, with everything else going on? Obviously, you guys are professionals, but you're human beings as well. Like, what sort of work did you do to make sure that the focus was on everything on the pitch rather than off it?
No, I think I said it before that we have spoken a lot about what can you control, what can you not control, and it's maybe boring, but this is step number one. What can you control, what can you not control? But step number two is which perspective do you give what you can control or not can control, and how the players have had a good perspective through this period, how the staff, how the coaches have had a good perspective for the experience to never be a victim but always take responsible. It has been fantastic, and for this is how the players to players have support each other and be a mirror. Now one is down but he's still up, okay, then he is a mirror for him, he push him, and how they have done this beside the pitch, it has been fantastic. But I think it's come from this again, the personally why the people love to be a part of Sheffield Wednesday, and I'm proud of be a part of Sheffield Wednesday, and that's also why everyone is ready to give extra for the club. And that's again Sheffield Wednesday, not for everyone, it's for special people, and it has really been shown the last weeks and general, but also the last 6-7 days. Wow.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And in terms of the season's objectives, it was always going to be tough. You know, even when you started on 0 points, it was going to be a tough old season. Obviously, the point deduction came recently. There is, chance there's more to come. In terms of your mindset with the players, how does that work? Because obviously, the objective, I suppose, is the same, is to try and stay in the division. But obviously, that has been made a lot more difficult through no fault of your own or of the players.
Yeah, but yes, they took 12 points from us, but we have not really spoken about it because it changed nothing. Should we run more? Should we run less because we have minus 12 points, or should we be more happy? Again, we can only control what we can control, and this is to make a really, really good training every day to prepare us in the best possible way to play the best game ever. So in this case, it has changed nothing because, we can do nothing with this. We can only do the best work we can and get as many points as possible to survive in the championship. It's
like you say, it's entirely out of your hands. Andy touched on it a little bit before in terms of injuries. I know you spoke about some of the more long-term guys, but the younger players that have had little knocks, like Jarvis Thornton and stuff like that. Mackenzie Maltby, who I think is due back relatively soon. Like, where are these guys at? The under-21s players.
Jarvis played a really good game on the under-21 the other day, and Mackenzie, he's running now on the pitch, and it's really, really nice to see. I'm looking forward to see him play more and to come back in training. He's a very interesting young player.
When do you think Mackenzie might be available for actual selection?
I think it's too early to say now. Yeah, I think there'll be still more weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Just lastly, this is I suppose a little bit off topic. Had a lot of fans asking whether you've had any contact from Danny in the last week or so. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff happened in his life and in yours as well, and the fans just want to know if he's been in touch at all.
We have been in touch, of course, and I wrote to him congratulations with the new job, and we have spoken about other things also.
Okay, no, I'll leave that there. Brilliant.
No,
Thanks so much for your time.
Of course there has been.